Alright, hello everybody, and welcome to another Black and White SU replay. Today we have Oof versus Monai. I'm not familiar with Oof, but Monai is I'd say, player that I recognize from, I believe, ADVZU. I know is active around ZU and is now trying on an SU bracket. So, excited to see both of them play. There are a couple Pokemon I'm seeing for the first time in this bracket, notably Mona is running the Grovyle. Grovyle is a fast, unburdened sweeper, usually likes to set up with Swords Dance. Flying Gym Acrobatics is a great tool to break through Gloom, which usually checks most Grass-type offensive Pokemon like Leavanny and like Blossom. Grovyle does not have that downside. It can punch straight through with a +2 Flying Gym Acrobatics. On the other side, Oof is running Clamperl, which I've also never seen before. Likely running the item that doubles your special attack, and they're going to be using it as a breaker. Potentially, we could see some Thunder Waves from, Luxray, from Lopunny, from Lunatone to sort of facilitate this. And Monai's team is not that fast, but it is going to be able to, I think, at least outrun Sudowoodo and potentially Chimecho, but I'm not sure. Alright, let's get rolling. Oh, hold on. Let me turn music off. We got a Lunatone versus Grovyle lead. This is tough for Oof. Okay, actually running a special Grovyle with Life Orb Energy Ball. I'm going to do a ton of damage to Lopunny as Sudowoodo comes in on the Rocky Helmet. Yeah, okay, and Oof going to trade Lopunny for some damage on Sudowoodo. That's not unreasonable, but it is going to be, okay, a nice crit there, and is going to be able to, like, continue to, okay. Yeah, and Monai gonna switch around this Lopunny, wear it down with Rocky Helmet Sudowoodo. You get half on Sudowoodo, a decent bit of progress on Chimecho, and you are gonna be able to actually get Clamperl in for a big hit. But Seaking, very specially defensive Mon, and always likes running specially defense to deal with Luxray and Vanilluxe, and that is also going to check Clamperl. So it's an interesting comp from Oof to basically try, I'm going to bring a water-type offense, I'm going to bring ice-type offense, I'm going to bring an electric-type offense, I'm going to overwhelm Seaking. Are we going to see an aggressive play from Lunatone to hit that Sudowoodo? No, Sudowoodo is back to full. And let's see what Lunatone can do. It looks like it is a dual screens. It looks like it's sort of an HO sort of set, where it's setting dual screens. And you are going to get Clamperl back into the field, but it is going to get healed up, I wish. Oh shit, okay. Clamperl gets Shell Smash in this gen? Gonna be able to do a ton of damage to that. I think you'll definitely be able to win. You have Hidden Power, Ice and Hidden Power Grass. It might be electric, but... Oh, and you get the Rattled? Okay, this is looking very scary. But you might have priority on something like Vanilluxe or Sudowoodo. Yes, and Monai slotting in the Ice Shard on Vanilluxe to get through that. And at this point, again, like, we have a full health Luxray, we have a full health Vanilluxe, and suddenly there is nothing that can really hard wall it, because Seaking is gone because of that Clamperl. So, smart play from Oof to sort of build this sort of special offense team. We're going to see double Dragon Dance, as it does live 2 Psychics, and it's going to get Intimed down. Mona going to start it early. Hits a Crunch. Are we seeing an Earthquake? We do see an Earthquake. That's going to be a Sudowoodo down. And I assume Luxray goes straight back into him again. Earthquake going to kill as well. This is looking very dangerous for Monai, but I think Chimecho will be able to wall and force this thing out. We do see a Crunch, but it doesn't kill. And Chimecho going to get that. And at this point, Grovyle is looking just about perfect. As long as you can get some damage on Luxray, and as long as Luxray isn't scarfed. Yeah. At this point, Grovyle's gonna come in, definitely gonna get a kill with Energy Ball. Or we're actually gonna sub. Oh, wait. Oh, no. Yeah, we're seeing sub to go into Overgrow range to guarantee the kill on this Lunatone and on future mons. You just have to hope. Is this a Scarf Luxray? If it's not, I think it's Cardens. It is Scarf. But I don't know if this kills Vanilluxe. Early living. and killing with an Ice Beam. Wow, okay. Going right down to the wire, but am I not going to be able to clean it up with the faster Scarfmon? Wait! No! Oh no, Oof should have won that. Wait, no, there's no... Oof had no attacking move on the Lunatone. So the only option was Boom, and if you Boom, you lose that game. No. It should have been Psychic on Lunatone, then Oof would have won. That was, I mean, it was a really interesting pair of teams that I don't feel like you see super often. I like the special offense concept from Oof. And let's see if the momentum could shift in Game 2. In Game 2, we see a different set of teams. Again, this is another set built around sort of potential for paralysis and then slow breakers. This time it's Beartick and Octillery. Beartick, a physical sweeper with SD, and Octillery is sort of a general special breaker, can run Extra Belt, can run Life Orb. Meanwhile, Monai, going more towards balance with the notable inclusion of a Spiker and Badoo, and then Abra to capitalize on those spikes. Abra, it's difficult to make work, but as a late game cleaner, it can do wonders, especially with Sash to guaranteed take a hit. Alright. We have got a Gloom versus Badoo lead. We're probably going to see spikes come out immediately, as we see a Sludge Bomb to Badoo. Badoo looks especially defensive here, and it's going to set 2 layers immediately. So spikes, very common in this meta, very strong in this meta. We are actually going to see, oh, in a Lucky Poison for Monai to be able to put a timer on this Chimecho, which is huge because I don't know, oh, in a Lucky Crit from Oof, all right. We're seeing some big luck going on. Chimecho is going to heal Bell this as Graveler sets rocks. Yeah, no, you're trading a lot of progress, but you do have so many hazards, and I think it's going to be very difficult to stay. Is this Sucker Punch? Oh, it's Custap Boom. Okay, yeah, so that's a very smart way to sort of keep that momentum up. And from here, I think if this is like a Scarf Luxray and an Abra, I'm very scared about this, right? Especially considering like Croconaw just has to come in a couple times and you haven't set up any hazards. Oh, it's a physical Lux. Okay. We do see a superpower come in. You might be, I assume you're faster than Pupitar? Yeah. And you're at a double superpower to get in. The upside of this is that you do get something like an Octillery in. Okay, or Gloom. Problem is that I think Badoo kind of sits on this. Or it doesn't sit on this, but it does get sacked pretty easily. But you actually simped up. That's even better, yeah. Because now you're in shape to basically take a hit from Octillery and, you know, Giga Drain it down. I don't think it'll get a kill, but it'll get significant progress. And then from there, Abra can revenge. We do see the Aqua Jet coming in from Beartech to break Sash on Abra. And then Lopunny is going to be able to fake out. But the thing is Lopunny is now 27% health. Yeah, so you do that. It's in Kill Wish. We do see a Healing Wish coming in on... yeah, Gloom. Okay. Problem is that Gloom is barely even healed because of the 38% of hazard damage. Croc comes in on the Gloom. I think that's a smart move. Croc not really that useful. So you probably want to like SD and then just click Ice Punch on it. But I don't know. I think you overall lost progress on that, and you're not running Ice Punch on the Croc right now. Okay. We're going to see Abra come in, get the free switch. I mean, the main purpose of that was just to sack something, and I think that's the least valuable mon, so I think I understand from that perspective. Octillery going to protect on an Energy Ball, and I think is Cardens. Okay, Octillery does live. This looks like a bulk-invested Octillery, but Luxray going to outrun, hit him with either a Volt Switch or a Wild Charge. It's going to hit him with a Thunderbolt. Okay, this is just Superpower, but specially invested. And a very clean victory for Monai. Again, demonstrating the power of spikes very clearly there. Basically spending 2 Pokemon just to set up 3 layers and rocks, and then just capitalizing with the Luxray, capitalizing with the Croconaw. Well, the Croconaw didn't do a ton, but capitalizing with the Luxray and the Abra to just break through this team. Not a ton you can do with the likes of Gloom and Chimecho when you're taken Well, Trainmech has spikes, I mean, but not a lot you can do with Gloom when you're taking 38 on the switch in. Not a lot you can do with Pewter Arm when you're taking 30 on the switch in. So, very good piloting of the team by Monai, and I'm excited to see both of these people play more.